back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to do 20 things that I learned in 20 years. I think I'm putting this video up on a Wednesday, so I wouldn't even have turned 20 by the time this video goes up, but I turned 20 on Friday the 22nd of January, so my best friend recommended that I do this video since I'm turning 20 anyway. If you don't already follow me on my Instagram, it's at krissy.winrow. DM me or let me know what videos you guys want to see. If you guys have any requests or any ideas for videos I can do, just let me know. Or if you just want to have a chat, I know like we're going through such a weird period, we have been for like the past year now, so if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, my DMs are always open. I'm just gonna go straight into this video because I don't want it to be a super duper long one where you just get really bored, since I'm just going to be talking at you for like this whole time. So the first lesson is, not everyone is supposed to stay in your life forever. It took me a while to kind of realise this. You kind of just realise it as you grow older, that not everyone that you meet or have like a period where you're really close with them will be in your life forever. Like there's some people that were really important to me that were in my life 5 years ago that I barely even talk to now. There are people that I was really close with 10 years ago that I am still really close with now. It just depends really on the relationship you have with people, but there is a time and a season for every person that comes into your life. Number 2 is to travel as much as you can, and I learned this over the past year of not being able to travel. I'm so glad that 2019 I like chose to travel as much as I could by myself. So I went to LA all by myself, I went to Spain, Mallorca with some of my friends, and then January of 2020 I went to Portugal with Ramon. I just miss travelling so much. I really took it for granted and I wish I had done it more. Instead of spending all this money on like materialistic things, I really wish I just spent all that money on like travelling or like saving up so I could travel. Number 3 is, it's okay to treat yourself. This is something that kind of my dad taught me over the years. It's like, especially when you're young, you're working hard to kind of build a good future for yourself, and as much as we're taught to save all the time, save for your future, save to buy a house, it is also important to treat yourself. You want to be happy, you want to live your life. Life is short, you might as well just live it. You want to buy that designer bag for £1,000, go buy that designer bag for £1,000. It might not be the most responsible thing to do, but if that's what's going to make you happy, then just do it. Like, forget what anyone else says. That's how you want to spend your money. But obviously you have to be kind of responsible with how you treat yourself. And that's still something I'm learning as, you know, I get older. I need to kind of know my limits when it comes to treating myself, because I think I treat myself a bit too much. Number 4 is so important. If you're going to bleach your hair, get it done professionally. Can't tell you how many times I bleached my hair in the past. 10 times, give or take. I did that all by myself in the toilet with a box like bleaching kit. My hair was just fried. I did get it done professionally after it had grown out a bit, but now I kind of just want to leave it. I think I still have like some ends that are like bleached, but it's so much healthier than it was when I did it myself. If you're going to bleach your hair, pay for it. If you don't want to spend that much money, then just don't do it. Number 5 is to always write to-do lists, shopping lists. Always write it down, because you will forget. As much as you think you'll remember everything, like, you will forget. There's only so much your brain can handle in like a specific amount of time. So as soon as you have a thought, jot it down. They will help you be organized and stay productive and kind of give you like a clear mind. Since you know everything's written there, you don't have to force yourself to remember all these things. 6 is to start saving as soon as you can. I'm not saying every single amount of money that goes into your bank account, save it. I'm just saying kind of be responsible. You know that Starbucks trip you took? You could save that £3, make a coffee at home. I'm talking to myself here really. I used to get Starbucks at least like twice a week, and if I had saved all that money, like, can you imagine how much money I'd have saved now? I was young. But yeah, I wish someone had told me to start saving from a young age. I have so much old makeup that I just wasted and had to just throw away because they all expired, because I just wouldn't use them. I just bought them and just wasted all my money on it. So start saving as young as you can. Number 7 is to always have multiple streams of income. This is so important, especially when you're at the stage where you can be working. I know when I was younger, I was always looking for like a side hustle, a way to make money, but everything was always like, oh, you need to be at least 16, you need to be at least 18. When you're past that age, you can start like doing loads of different things. I made a whole IGTV on my Instagram on different ways I make money, so you can go watch that. It's just so good to have multiple streams of income, especially with the whole pandemic. I think that taught us all that you can't just rely on having one job, because it can so easily be taken away from you. Number 8 is to make working out a habit, because it makes it so much easier. Like, it will start off really hard, but the more you do it, the more like consistent you are, the easier it gets. And I kind of realised this when I first started going to the gym way back when even was that, 2019. And I used to go every single day, at least 5 times a week, sometimes 7 times a week. I was crazy, and it became so much easier each time I went. I realised like the weights that I could take just kept going up and up really, really quickly. And like, I haven't been to the gym in a while, have not worked out in a while really. So I know if I go back, I will definitely won't be able to do as much as I could 2 years ago. If you just stay consistent and you just continue, I'm not even saying you need to do weights and stuff, even just like working out at home, since we can't really go to the gym at the moment, or stretching, like make it a habit, and it makes it easier and easier each time you do it. Okay, 9's kind of funny, and I don't know why I put it here, because I planned this video like a week ago, and I wrote, it's okay to message a guy first. And I think I wrote that because I messaged Ramon first, so, and then look where we are now. We're like, what, 2021 now. It's okay for a girl to message a guy first. Like, it's okay for a girl to make the first move. Obviously every girl wants to be chased by the guy, whatever, blah 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 blah. But like, if you're interested in that guy, maybe he's too shy to talk to you. Why don't you just talk to him first? Number 10 is something that holds like really dear to my heart. It's, once you move out, you will miss your parents. Like, you just will. So appreciate every single meal they make you, every load of laundry they do for you, every dish they clean of yours. Just appreciate all of that, because time will come when you move out and you're gonna have to do that all for yourself. Number 11 is everything happens for a reason. Even if it was a bad thing, maybe its purpose was to make you stronger, or maybe it was a lesson you've learned that's come out of it. So just appreciate every moment that happens in your life, good or bad, because there is something good that will come out of it, and there is a reason why it's happened. Like, for example, breaking up with someone. Although you might be so hurt, there probably was a reason why you broke up with them, and it's probably because there's someone else out there for you that will make you so much happier, and that is like the right person for you. Number 12 is to invest in yourself. Start that business, you know. If you have this idea that like you feel like will work, then, you know, invest in yourself. For example, this camera. I had to invest in this camera for myself. I didn't invest in this camera thinking, oh, I'm gonna make so much money from it, but I've invested in like my happiness, because making these videos makes me happy, and it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something with my life. Even though it's not like generating any stream of income for me, I've still invested in myself. Number 13 is that it's never too late to start something new. When I was younger, my parents made me do everything, ballet, piano, whatever, and I would not last a week because I just get bored straight away. And that's one of my biggest regrets as a kid. If I could go back, I would just do what they told me to do. Maybe now I'd be like really good at ballet, or I'd be really good at piano, and now I'm just not really good at either. Last year I started doing cheerleading, and I thought, oh my god, I'm not flexible whatsoever, it's too late, too old, like no way I'm gonna even improve whatsoever. And like, here I am now turning 20, and I've almost got my splits, and like I never would have thought. I thought it would be way too late, I thought I'd be way too old, but clearly not. Never think you're too old for something. Number 14 is, if you don't ask, you won't get. You can't expect people to read your mind and kind of offer you everything you want in the world. You need to ask for it if you want it. And this is also something that like my dad kind of taught me growing up when it came to like presents and stuff, is he would only buy me things that I actually wanted. So he always asked me what I wanted. That's what he'd get me, because he didn't really believe in getting me all these presents and I wouldn't end up liking them, they would just be a waste. I always had to ask for whatever presents I wanted, and then I would get them. If I didn't ask for those presents, my dad wouldn't know what to get me. He'd get me something else and I wouldn't like it. So number 15 is, don't be scared to give. It will always come back to you tenfold. It's just important to be generous, to give where you can. Obviously I'm not telling you like give all of your money like to charity and that, because obviously you need to live. Maybe instead of going to Starbucks one day, give that £3 to charity. Like, every little helps, and like you never know how £1 could affect someone else, even though it could be like really small to you. Number 16 is a lesson I wish I had learned way before, and it's, once you come out of compulsory education, continue to wake up early. Because can you imagine, we used to wake up at like what, 6-7 o'clock every single day, and it was just normal, and now I like struggle to get up at like 9 o'clock. It's such an important habit to have, waking up early. You get so much done throughout the day. If you're still in compulsory education, once you leave, continue waking up early. Don't sleep in. Don't make it a habit to sleep in late, because once you get older, like, you will regret it. Trying to become a morning person takes so much time and effort, so you just don't want to have to start all over again, because I'm still struggling until now. 17 is that it's okay to cry. People do it, it's a normal thing, like, we're all human. It's so much better to cry and let things out than keeping things inside of you, and like just makes it harder for you, and like much more painful if you're keeping it in. Let all those emotions pour out of you. 18 is, when you can't taste the alcohol anymore, stop. Chances are you're going to be throwing up later that night. I think once you reach that point, you're already drunk enough to the point where like you can have fun and stuff, so why drink more and then just like risk feeling sick and throwing up? Also, I need to watch back at this when clubs and stuff open, so I just like remember. 19 is a big one, and it's like one that's quite hard to kind of take in. And if a relationship or a friendship doesn't add any value to your life anymore, like it doesn't make you happy, there's nothing positive coming out of that relationship or friendship, then just let it go. Like, you don't need those people in your life, as harsh as it is. If they're not adding any value to your life, why do you need them? Like, what's their purpose? Last but not least, number 20 is to invest in a good pair of wellies. Especially if you're living in a place like London, like you seriously need a good pair of wellies. I only actually got my first pair of wellies this year, and I got, well actually at the end of last year, and I got a pair of Hunters, which are quite expensive, but it's so worth the investment because those will last me like my whole life, and I just know it. Prior to owning wellies, I would like wear my trainers in the rain and I would ruin all of them, and like they would soak through into my socks. Like, it just was not nice. Well, now I have wellies, and every time it's raining I just wear them and my feet are warm, my feet don't get all wet anymore. I'm not ruining any of my shoes because they're waterproof. Like, they're just the most amazing things ever. And you can find ones that are more stylish and stuff. If you don't like the look of wellies, find ones that are good for you, or even just wear it for when you're walking out. No one cares. No one cares like what shoes you're wearing. It's raining. Like, why are you gonna wear your nice Jordans or Yeezys when it's raining? Like, you're not. Just wear a pair of wellies. No one's gonna be looking and paying attention to your shoes because they're gonna be worried about their shoes getting soaked. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two from this video. If you guys have any advice or any lessons that you've learned throughout your life, then maybe leave them in the comments for people to see. Just share like whatever lessons you've learned. I'm really interested to know if there's anything that I could possibly learn from. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram at krissy.winrow. I'm so much more active on there. DM me if you need anything, need anyone to talk to, or if you have any video requests or ideas. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video if it was useful to you guys, or if you just want to support my little channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.